I do wish there was a way that wasn't so clunky, but welcome to the Dr. Sem Yankees Show. Here it is, August the 16th, 2025. Let's make today a great day. And how do you make your day great? Well, it's simple. All you have to do is look around and find the good that's everywhere. And when you find the good, your day cannot help but be great because there's an abundance of goodness in the world. But if you can't find any good, if it's just one of those terrible days, there's nothing good. You can't find anything good. You don't have any food. You're not living in a place. You don't have any friends. There's nothing good anywhere, which is highly unlikely. But if that's the case, you couldn't even be watching the show because then you need electricity and you need to have a internet in order to be able to watch the show. So that's good. Those are good things. But anyway, if you can't find any good, then go out and do good. Do something nice for someone else, and then there is good. Remember, when we give love and happiness and kindness and empathy and understanding, it comes back to us in greater amounts than we ever gave. Let me also remind you that this program is brought to you by Artemisia Publishing. Artemisia, a wonderful publisher located in New Mexico in the United States of America. They publish a large selection of award-winning books in a multitude of genres, including baseball. Some of those books include the award-winning The Least Among Them, written, of course, by me. 365.2, a motivational screed that if you can't find a way to motivate yourself, get that book. That book will help motivate you. The wonderful autobiography of Roy White, From Compton to the Bronx, also authored by me with Roy White, and the award-winning greatest novel ever written in the history of the world. If you have not read Scattering the Ashes, I hate to say it, but in many ways, your life is incomplete. Read Scattering the Ashes. Complete your life by reading the greatest novel ever written by me and published by Artemisia Publishing. Of course, this program ties into the outstanding Yankees site, Start Spreading the News. We put up new articles every single day at 6 a.m., 10 a.m., and 2 p.m. We have a huge staff of great writers, including my guest on the show today, my wonderful son, Ethan. Hey, Ethan, how are you?
How are we doing, Dad?
Hey, Ethan, we're going to talk Yankees today, but you and I have talked Yankees many times. We talk Yankees all the time, and we're complainers. We do. We complain a lot, but look, positive talk only today. Oh, boy, positive talk only today, Eth. You see the flashing sign made by Microsoft Copilot. You ask it to make you a sign, and it does it. Today, we can only talk positive Yankees, and then if we have time, you're gonna stump me on, I think, the most impossible Yankees trivia ever invented. And then if we have time after that, maybe we'll talk a different kind of baseball. Hopefully we have some time. So, Eth, we're going to do a positive Yankees snake draft. In other words, you and I have to come up with 10 positives from the 2025 season, and it's a draft. So if you say, I don't know, Charlie Brown is a great pitcher, I then can't use that. I have to come up with something different. Whoever goes first, then the next guy gets the second and third picks, etc. So I am going to defer here and let you either make me choose first or you can choose first, but we've got to see if we can't get to 10. And wait a minute, Ethan. One other rule, Ethan. You can't say, I am positive that Aaron Boone is a bad manager. That's not part of the... All right, it's positive Yankees talk only today. I am positive that Hal Steinbrenner should fire Aaron Boone. No, that does not count. It's got to be good things with the Yankees. You want to go first?
Unfortunately, you found my loophole to only talk negatively about the Yankees. It's not in my bones to only be negative, and I think in a lot of my writings, I try to come across positively. After the trade deadline, I was very positive. But it's a difficult decision, difficult game to play here with the way the Yankees have been of recent weeks.
Months.
So trying to only be positive is going to be a challenge. And because of that, I'm going to defer to you as the first pick.
Oh man. No, I could do something rotten.
You
What
could.
I could. You know what I could take as the number
I
one
know what you're
positive.
gonna do. I know what you're gonna say is the number one positive,
But
but
when we played games as kids, when you were kids, I wasn't a kid, I was your daddy, but when you played games with your brothers, we never made them contests. When I was a little kid and we'd be driving somewhere far as a family in the car, it was always who could get the most points. And my sister always had a better view than me on everything. And so, like we play the license plate game. I got California. I'm like, what? Where? How did you even see that? And it was like always me against her. But when we played games, we just tried to get points as a family. So when we played the Find the PT Cruiser game, it was PT, firm it up, right? Somebody had to confirm it. And it was just a point for the family. So I'm not going to take your number one pick because I know what that would be. That would be rotten.
that
I'm
would be
tempted
rotten.
to, but I won't do it. So I'm going to say one positive. I'm going to go, and it's going to be a little specific. So you can actually build off this later because I think there's two positives possibly with this. But one positive is that Ben Rice is showing that he can be a major league catcher. So that's good. That's a good thing we got this year. Now you get picks 2 and 3.
Okay. I agree with you with the Ben Rice thing. It's unfortunate Austin Wells has not lived up to the expectation from last season. And I get it. I get it. I get it. Ben Rice is looking to be a true MLB catcher. My number one and the second overall pick in the positive only draft is going to be David Bednar.
I'm already writing it.
I have wanted him to be a Yankee for many, many years for my own personal, selfish reasons, as he is a fellow alumnus of Lafayette College. And how cool is it that he is the second Lafayette Leopard to be a Yankee, in addition to Mike Gazzella, who was on those Murderers Row Yankees. So super positive there. It looks to be the closer for the rest of this year, obviously next year. And I'm hoping that they can potentially work their way to an extension maybe this offseason, but we'll see. My second pick is going to be a little out there. Catching depth.
Interesting. It's sort of, yeah, good.
When the Yankees, and it's not about Ben Rice at all. I actually wasn't thinking him. But when the Yankees came to the trade deadline, it seems like they continued to trade prospects and catchers together. And it was the Yankees have such a flourishing farm system at developing these guys behind the plate who are able to call good games, have great defense. Just recently, I read a story. I forget who the prospect was, but it was a catcher that they're converting into a pitcher because they have so many good catchers in the system, and they wanted to capitalize on his arm. So I think that's a huge positive, something the Yankees can continue to know that they have the right people in the right places to help promote and support the MLB team.
Those are two good ones, Ethan. Number 4 in the positive snake draft. I'm going to say Will Warren has demonstrated that he can be an effective major league pitcher. He gets a lot of strikeouts and he seems to get better. They always talk about 2 steps forward, 1 step back. He's more like 3 steps forward, half a step back, it seems a lot this year. So I think Will Warren's a positive.
Is a half a step back a negative? Is that not positive?
It's a half a step, so it's All right, we're just going to talk about the fact that he's progressing. That's pretty good. And Aaron Judge is having a tremendous year as always. I'm not going to mention Ethan that he's injured or partially 100%. But overall, his numbers are still terrific, and he's Aaron Judge, and any season with Aaron Judge has to be a positive. All right, you get the next 2 picks.
On that same vein, I'm going to pick another outfielder. I'm going to pick Cody Bellinger. He has been I think in many ways the Yankee fandom was not excited about him coming in, but he has proven to be arguably one of the Yankee fans as a whole their favorite player this year. Uh, he has great defense. He plays very versatile. You can put him in the corner outfields and center. You can put him at first base. He is a guy I think the Yankees are going to have a very tough time this offseason figuring out what to do with him. And he's been great. There's not enough great things you can say about him. And the Yankee connection with his dad at Old Timers Day. There's not much better than being able to do stuff with your own dad, especially when it comes to celebrating those great moments. So I'm going to steal Bellinger, and then I'm also going to take Giancarlo Stanton because he has been over the last month, even amidst stuff I'm not going to talk about because I'm not allowed to on this episode, but he has been I didn't say anything. He has been a shining star for the Yankees team, and his offensive numbers since he has returned from injury are astronomical. When the Yankees are able to find a way to get him and Judge and Bellinger in a lineup again consistently, they are going to be a very tough middle of the lineup to face.
I just wouldn't want to ever bat Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton back to back. I would like Bellinger between them. Yeah, indeed.
Many times we have written that it is a bad idea.
Yep. But we can't mention it here. All right, number 8 in the. I think we could even make this 20 rounds at this point. It's going so well. Trent Grisham has been a positive. Listen, he got off to a great start. I was like, that's not going to continue. Come on, everybody. This guy can't even hit 200. He's never hit 200. He doesn't hit 200 since like 1915 or something like that. He's slow in the outfield. He's not so great. I think he's an overrated center fielder. I mean, he's fun to watch because he has his own unique style of play and grace, if it's called that or whatever. The way he swings is unique. But I never expected it to continue. And it has. He has been terrific. So I'll give Grisham as a positive. And then I've been clamoring for the Yankees to get a third baseman. And they now have a positive third baseman. Ryan McMahon is a third baseman. And that's what he is. The Yankees aren't trying to find somebody who plays another position and pretend he's a third baseman. The Yankees have a guy who's grown up as a third baseman. And he's good at it. So, yeah, I think having Ryan McMahon and having him for the next year or so is a positive. And so, Ethan, we've done it. If you can get the last thing here to stay positive about the 2025 Yankees, the 10th and final pick in the first ever positive Yankees snake draft.
I think it's similar to my second pick, but it's a little bit different. I'm going to go with George Lombard Jr.
Wow.
It's very out there because I think most people would say you're going to look elsewhere. He is a top 25 prospect. The Yankees have not had a guy this high up on the prospect list in a long time. And I think part of that has to do with fatigue. The Yankees are slower to call up guys on the most part. They like to give them time to mature, and I think they're playing the game correctly with him. They have not gotten too excited about his future. They're progressing him appropriately. He has the right tools, the right skills. I think this is a guy who right now we can be positive with how he's progressing, and I think he's a guy that in the future we're going to be very, very excited by what he's going to be capable of.
Wow. Excellent. I have a little debate on George Lombard Jr., but I can't bring it up because of the positive.
Are we allowed any honorable mentions for this?
Oh, my goodness. Now, it wasn't very recently that you and I and your mother were having lunch at a nice restaurant. Listen, my dear friends, we talk about goodness and looking for goodness in the world. So we went out for lunch yesterday. We went to a nice place. I won't name the place because I don't want our server to get into trouble because he did something that he laughed and smiled about and said, maybe I did the wrong thing or whatever. But there was a special and it included a soup and a sandwich. If you had just ordered the sandwich, it came with a side, tater tots. And I asked when I was making my order, if you get the special with the soup and the sandwich, do the tater tots come with it? And he said yes. And then when the food came, there was a plate of tater tots. And he said, I told you the wrong thing. They really weren't supposed to come, but I brought them anyway because I said they would. And boy, oh boy, that was just so nice because oftentimes they're like, I'm sorry, we didn't bring the tater tots. It doesn't really come with the meal. And you find that like people are so grumpy in places. In this place, they said, the waiter said I made a mistake and I have to own the mistake. I'm going to live up to the mistake. I made it up to the waiter with a nice tip at the end because I just appreciated his kindness and doing the right thing. And that's just an example. Like if we just look and appreciate when people do nice things, it happens more often than we think. Anyway, I think we had a draft there, Ethan, about the best candy bars that we sent to two independent judges, one in Massachusetts and one in Pennsylvania. And in the candy bar draft, I believe I won. And
independent, just to be very clear, they were biased against me from the start.
They were not. They were your brothers. They're on your side. I'm the dad.
The fact that the Mounds bar was rated so low by both of them is a disgrace.
The fact that I picked the number one candy overall with the second pick, the Twix, is really what helped make me the grand winner. All right. But anyway, Eth, yeah, I did some honorable mentions in the candy draft, so you can do some honorable mentions here. Go for it.
Yep. The other honorable mention, really the only one I was thinking, was Spencer Jones. Another prospect. There was many years where I was very invested in watching prospects. I'd watch footage, I'd watch tape. In the last few years, I haven't had as much time to do so. And the very end of that, of my being very involved in that, was when Spencer Jones was starting to come into the system. And I remember at the time, everyone was very excited. This is the left-handed hitting Aaron Judge. And it has been a number of years. And now we're finally seeing it, similar to what I just said about George Lombard. This is a guy the Yankees are taking their time with. They're not trying to rush him. They did the same with Aaron Judge, to be fair. Aaron Judge was a very late rookie in terms of age. And that was a big talking point about when he's going to become a free agent. For years, people were saying, oh my God, he's going to be too old. Yeah, this, and the other thing. Spencer Jones is on a similar trajectory. And I think if the Yankees continue to play it smart, continue to play it slow, and just let him progress naturally, they again might have some tough decisions in the future and might be surprised by what he can do as a power hitting left-handed hitter in Yankee Stadium.
I love it. All right. I think we're up to the trivia part, and I think I'm going to get killed. We were trying some ideas. The original idea I said to Ethan, and I didn't look any of this up because then I'd have answers, but we did this a few months ago. He said, yeah, I had to try to name the guys who in their entire career played only for the Yankees and the Mariners. And I don't know, I think I got 8 out of 10 or something like that, or 7 out of 10 or 6 out of 10. I did better than 50%. And I think I did pretty high. So I said, why don't we do that? How many guys played for the Yankees and the Cardinals? And you said 10. And I said, well, is this possible? Can I get these guys? And you basically said, no, they're impossible. So I think you've changed the game now. It's Yankees and Cardinals, but tell me what I have to do. And I'm going to need a lot of hints, I think, in order to do this.
So on Baseball Reference, you're able to sort by players who played on multiple teams. Then I've put in the Yankees and the Cardinals. And you're able to sort by Baseball Reference WAR across batters for the Yankees history while they were Yankees, for the Cardinals history while they were Cardinals. And what you're going to try to do today is to guess who the top 5 Yankees by Baseball Reference WAR were while they were Yankees, who also had played with the Cardinals for at least one game in their career. It's tough. But I think the first one's actually pretty easy.
Wow. Yeah, I don't even know where to. And these are hitters. We're just doing the hitters.
Just the hitters. The top 5 Yankees hitters during their Yankee careers who also had at one point been a Cardinal or were future to become a Cardinal.
All right. Do you have the Cardinal list?
I also have the Cardinal list if you want to do the top 5 Cardinals who also became Yankees.
All right, so I'm gonna try to bounce between them. I'm gonna see
Okay.
if that my brain can work this way, and maybe it leads me to names that make this possible. Because right now this seems impossible.
Okay.
All right, so WAR on a Cardinals. Does Willie McGee make the top 5?
Willie McGee does not
Oh.
make the top anything. I don't see him at all.
Oh, my goodness. All right, so let's go back to the Yankees. I think if you give me some hints, I could get the 5 Yankees, but I'm going to need some type of hint. Give me a position or something for the top guy.
Okay, I'm going to give you, for the top guy, he is, and I don't want to give you the most obvious hints here, but this player, though he played many years ago, was very recently, in the last few seasons, a very hot topic Yankee to talk about because of something a current Yankee was trying to do.
Oh my God, I have no idea what you're even talking about. A current Yankees trying to do.
He was one of your picks. I believe he was 3rd overall in your draft on your side. One of your players, your highlight players, was doing something a few years ago.
Aaron Judge?
Aaron Judge did something a few years ago. This guy was mentioned a lot because of it.
Aaron Judge is trying to win the Triple Crown. Aaron Judge was trying not to get hurt.
Positive.
Yeah, oh my God. Aaron Judge was trying to be the Rookie of the Year.
After that,
Judge was trying to be the MVP.
Happened in that season.
Lead the league in batting?
Almost.
Lead the league. I said Triple Crown. No, lead the league in home runs.
Okay. What did he do? He set a new
American League record for home runs in a season. Oh, all right. Roger Maris.
Roger Maris. Very obvious.
Yeah, that was easy. All right.
I didn't want to give it to you. I mean, if I said 61, you would have had that in a minute.
Yeah, all right. I had no idea where you were going on that. Okay, so Roger Maris. Is he number 1? He's the highest Yankee WAR.
Whoever played with the Cardinals, yep.
Wow. All right, number 2.
Number 2 for the Yankees. I'll make this one a little less convoluted than how we get there.
Yeah, obscure, obtuse.
Very obscure. Now, the Yankees just celebrated an Old Timers Day.
And 2000 Yankees.
The 2000 Yankees. This guy was a member of the 2000 Yankees. And he actually, after 2001, he left the Yankees and became a Cardinal. So there's a little bit of hint. He was with the Yankees for a number of years, won a number of rings. Then left for the Cardinals for 2 years. 2002, 2003.
Tino Martinez.
Tino Martinez. Very good.
All right, Tino.
I thought I was giving you a tough hint there.
All right, I got 2.
Got 2. Okay. Now the next one. This guy. Yeah, I'm not gonna. That's not a good hint. Ooh.
This is coming to you live on TV. Order the handy, happy helper, housewife helper. That's what this sort of reminds me of with Ralph and Ed Norton.
Gotta be honest, I don't know much about this player. So,
all right, just give me a position or an era.
He was an outfielder, played with the Yankees in the 40s into the 50s. Then
Johnny Lindell.
There you go. Yep. He only played 36 games with the Cardinals.
All right, but I'm getting there, Ned, baby. Give me Johnny Lindell. All right, give me number 4.
Number 4 on the Yankees.
Johnny Lindell actually pitched in the big leagues too, I believe, with the Pirates and the Phillies.
It did say he was a pitcher, but I was trying to
Never pitched for the
come up
Yankees.
with a thing for that, but I did see that. Lynn
Lynn Larry was the Yankee shortstop in
As
the
you can tell,
30s.
we do this one live. That's good.
Good. Thank you for giving me the answer. We just watched the Jeopardy thing where Ken Jennings did that.
Yep.
All right,
Well,
last guy. We're down to Lynn Larry and top 5 WAR, man. This is tough.
yeah, he's a guy I've never heard of either. Now, this other player, okay, 4-time World Series champion. I'm not going to say necessarily all with the Yankees. Again, played in the 40s with the Yankees, moved on early 50s with
Johnny
the
Mize.
Cardinals. It is not. He was a third baseman.
Billy Werber?
His name is Billy.
Billy the Bull Johnson?
Billy the Bull Johnson. Yep.
Wow, I didn't even know he was a Cardinal. But
he became a Cardinal.
All right, we only have 3 minutes left, so let's do the Cardinal guys. You'd give me their initials and because this is going to be harder. These are big-time Cardinals. Give me their positions and their initials and their era. That I'm asking for a lot, but we're going to fly through these 5.
First 2 you'll get pretty clearly. First,
I know the first one's easy. It's the guy who was only Lance Berkman.
No, it was not Lance Berkman. He's not on the list.
Oh, golly.
Berkman was an Astro, I think, for more of his career.
Well, I think he was a Cardinal for a minute.
He was a Cardinal for a minute.
No, that you wouldn't have had the highest WAR, right? Okay. All right,
go on. First guy is a Hall of Famer. Same initials as mine. He was a right fielder.
Enos Slaughter.
There you go.
My grandma's favorite player.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Next one, also a Hall of Famer. First baseman.
Johnny Mize.
Johnny Mize. Very good.
All right.
I was going to say, you said his name a couple times. So, next player. That we've talked about him at the beginning of the season a lot because Trent Grisham was doing something you and I were both saying he was doing something like this guy had just done a few years ago for the Yankees.
Matt Carpenter.
Matt Carpenter, very good. Yep. Totally unsustainable what Carpenter was doing that year. And it proved. When he became a Padre, he fell right back down to average. Next player. I don't know how you're going to get this. He has a controversial play where he slid into home, I believe.
Ray Fosse?
No, this is 2000s era, 2000s, 2010s. Controversial.
Is this the guy who ran into Buster Posey?
No, not that. It was in the.
All right, just give me his position initials.
MH. He was an outfielder with the Yankees. He was a DH. Huge forearms.
Oh, yeah. Matt Holliday.
There you go. Remember, with him and Girardi would sit on the bench with their forearms leaning over. My gosh.
We got good forearms too.
Not them. Yeesh. I gotta ask them for their workout routines. And then the
last guy.
Player, top 5 Cardinals batters by WAR is a Yankee.
Today?
Today.
Oh, Paul Goldschmidt.
Paul Goldschmidt.
Wow, so that wasn't so hard. I thought there'd be some obscure guys.
No, yeah, I think the Cardinals list was easier than the Yankees list.
The Cardinal list, Lynn Larry and Billy Johnson
before. Oh.
Johnny Lindell. Oh, that's great stuff, Ethan. This was so much fun. We only have 12 seconds remaining, and the show is over. So, my dear friends, thank you for watching. This has been the Dr. Sem Yankees Show. Look at that great graphic. Thank you for watching. This was fun. Ethan, you are awesome. Thanks for being on with me. Everybody, make your day great. Be kind. Do nice things. Let's go, Yankees.